Aloha, y'all. Welcome to Tutu's haw-lay. Today, I am going to show you the Sketchbox that I received. Now, I was not going to do a haul on this. In fact, I wasn't even going to bring it up, but especially this box, maybe the future boxes. But what it was is if you ordered or if you did at least a 3-month subscription to Sketchbox, then they sent you a free box. And this is the free box that I got. So this is actually a box from November 2022. So last year's box. But I ended up liking the watercolors. Actually, I love the watercolors so much. Now, I've used watercolors for years, but the thing is, even back when I taught preschool, it was cheap watercolors. I mean, let's face it, you pay what, $1.50 for the, or, even if you go to Target and get the Modella, or I think that's the name of it, they're still cheap watercolors. And I didn't realize, or I guess if I was professionally trained or had went to an art school, maybe they would have talked about this. But I even think back to high school, I took art class, and I know he would talk about paints and that type of thing, but I don't ever remember being talked about with pigments in watercolors. So anyway, let's get into the box. And then these are 2 watercolors that I did the other night when I first opened the box. And they went really quick, and the pigments in these watercolors are great. So I just wanted to share just because I liked them so much. So I've already been in this box. I've already used the watercolors. So I wasn't really trying to do this as a haul, but you get a card that tells you what's in the box. And this one thing I haven't used yet, and it's called watercolor powder. I was going to go on and see if I could find some videos, but I just haven't yet. But I thought I would hop on here right quick and show you guys this so I can put it up. So it came with a watercolor, oh gosh, Tammy, start up. Watercolor paper, and it's toned, which means, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it has a little bit of a gray tint to it. So I did go back and try these watercolors, just swatching them on just regular white watercolor paper, and I still love them. That was the whole point of telling you that. So I'm going to set the box aside. We got the sketch pad. Then we got the actually Keurtake watercolors. And if you look at this, I don't know if I'm going to show my age here or not, but it looks like a CD cover. So I thought that was kind of neat. That's different. And of course, this is just, oh, you can tell I'm already got my colors mixed up, is just a sample. I'm sure if you, well, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing if you went and bought the actual palette that you would get more. Has the colors. Another thing I really liked about these is the way that you can shade different colors. And I know you can do that with watercolors, but it seems like it works a lot better with this brand. I don't know. Maybe I should try some other brands to see. Because, again, the only kind I've ever used is cheap ones. So those are the watercolors. So you got the sketch pad, the watercolors, and then you got 2 of these Archer and Olive pens. And they are supposed to work with water. I tried these a little bit the other day, but I thought we would try them a little bit more here. And you got a blue one and a white one, even though this blue one looks really purple to me when I was trying it out. And then you got the watercolor powder, a pencil, and they give you a little Sketchbox sticker. And then this postcard was in there. So this is somebody's actual artwork. Oh, that was another thing. That's why I was going to show you the box. This artwork on the box is actually done somebody. So you buy somebody, you can submit to have your artwork on their boxes. So that was probably a member that had a subscription to this Sketchbox. So this one was done by Joshua Boulay, and the one on this cover was done by Athena Stoppis. Hope I'm not butchering their names too much. But anyway, that's really cool. And then the pencil, and then it came with this little watercolor brush. Now the whole point of this kit was supposed to be a travel type. So get outside and do some watercolors or sketching outdoors. But I will tell you right now, I have a couple of watercolor brushes that hold water, and this one is the worst. It leaks. So I don't think travel is what I was trying to think of earlier. This is supposed to be meant to travel. I would not travel with this. There's no way to really close it up with water in it. They didn't give you a cap. The way it came was this was inside, but I have water in it right now for show purposes, or for the video purpose. So I brought out a little piece of, not a little piece, I pulled another paper and was playing around the other day, but I thought what we would do is try this first on a wet surface, because I have not tried this powder yet. And I'm not really sure how to do it, but I thought, ooh, I'm assuming, probably should have watched a video, but look at that, isn't that cool? I don't know if it would dry like that. So that was with, oh no, it's already blending. That was on a wet, had water on the paper. Now let's try the opposite. Let's try putting it on dry paper and seeing what happens when you add water to it. What I was trying to see is if it would do like the blooming effect. But these colors, the pigments in these watercolors are great. Maybe we should. I think I put way too much. It's not really working. Wonder if you put, now I've got way too much on my brush. Yeah, guys, I put way too much. So lesson learned, a little goes a long way. Well, this is for play purposes, but let me try not having as much water. Ooh, look at the blooming that's going on there. Gosh. This, I will have to say, this is not a review. I'm not, what's the word for it when they unbox and give their opinion on what's in the box? This is just me getting on here with my friends and showing them a toy I got. I'm not sponsored. I'm not being paid. And right now I can tell that I probably should have watched a video on this to see how a professional would play with this, because it's not coming out quite like I thought. I thought if you dropped a little bit, it would do like a blooming thing. Wow, the color is very deep. Kind of like this, but without running all together. Can you see that? So maybe it just depends on how much water you're trying to tell you what I could do though. Do you have another? Oh, and by the way, I painted these all with this watercolor brush, but again, I would not take that traveling because it leaks and it, yeah, unless you take water with you and pour water in it, you know, when you get to where you're going, that might work. Okay, what am I going to make out of this? Because now I feel like I'm just trying to use up some of this color. Wow, that went a long ways. Guys, look at that. Okay, this might end up being an abstract, some kind of something, I don't know. Or may continue to be my, let's try it down here. Maybe if we have just, too much on my brush. Oh, see that? It's empty already. So I guess we're not going to be able to play with that. Wow, it's going a long way. It's going a lot further than I thought it would. Okay, I thought I would swatch them, but I think I've already lost the swatch thing that it came with. Did I put it in here? Okay, yeah, I guess I lost that. Okay, let's try this. This is the white. And this is almost like some acrylic paints, but I'm thinking that since it's coming with watercolors, it really should you really should be able to get an effect with water. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is kind of like a blending. Let's try the blue one. Is it blue or purple? Does it tell us on the... Let me see if it tells us what colors these are. Navy. It does say navy. White and navy. Try not to do too much because I just learned a little goes a long way. See what I mean about these watercolors? Now, I know this is an Archer and Oliver pen, but the pigments in them is just amazing how far this watercolor goes. I don't know, when you play around with the cheap sets, you have to keep picking up more color, more color, more color. And I found that when I was making my little landscapes here, that I was having to try to pull color back away from it, like I had way too much color. That is a little wet. Let's see what happens. No, it's not wet enough. I also used to be the type that felt like your art had to turn out to look like something. So, a face, a flower, a landscape, a sunset. But lately, I would say within the last 2-3 months, I'm really getting into more of an abstract, or let me put it this way. I'm getting into the process, and I'm not worrying about so much about what it's going to come out looking like. And if it comes out, so I've been calling it experiment. I'm experimenting with materials and papers, and if it comes out looking great, then yay, we have some artwork. If if it comes out looking so, then we had a nice experiment. So I am really trying to get back into, let's focus on some processes here. Relax, have a good time, maybe chat with some friends. Let's try the white. Now, let me try it from this side. It's funny how you turn something upside down, it starts looking completely different. So much color and pigment in it. Okay, we're managing to make up nothing, really. I was wondering if I could like kind of drag the white out, but it's not working like I thought. Oh, maybe if we go over the whole thing. Okay, guys, I really just wanted to hop on here real quick because we are actually getting ready to go out on the Marine Corps base here. You can rent pontoon boats as long as you've taken the driving safety class, which my husband has. So we're taking the grandkids out on the boat today, and there's a sandbar out close to where we live, so you can take the boat out to the sandbar, and then you can get out of the boat and walk around. You see people out there with their little grills and cooking out, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for it today. So I just wanted to hop on here real quick, show you the box I got. Oh look, this might actually could be a mountain maybe. I feel like I'm doing it backwards, but isn't it funny how you can see a vision in your head, but it doesn't right now? To somebody else, it might just look like scribbles on a... Pay me no mind, I'm just playing. Okay, like I said, I do have to get ready. I have to pack up some things, and just thinking about trying to cook up some hot dogs really quick. Hey, I don't know if anybody's watching the World Series, but my husband and I watched it last night, and of course we were trying to watch it only because the Texas Rangers are in it, but they won last night, so that was cool. See, look at that. I'm already out of... No, I still got water. Doesn't seem like it's blending as much up here. Maybe I just have too much on the page and need to let it dry. Okay, Tammy, get focused. Okay, guys. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you are new and you like my channel, I know this is not really a good representation, but go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps get my channel out there. And I am actually enjoying learning all of the ins and outs of making videos. And now if I could just figure out how to do voiceovers when the family's home, because they're so noisy and this apartment is so small that you hear everything. Wonder what would happen if we drop some on there now. Gosh, maybe I shouldn't have started this video because I'm getting way too distracted. Let's see what it's doing now. Can you see that? I know the colors are kind of dark. And if you know anything about watercolors, it's going to dry. The colors are going to dry a little different too, so they probably won't be quite as intense. Should I? Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and I will go for now, and hopefully I'll get you another video out this weekend. Take care. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.